Welcome to No Biggie, the show which is all about small acts of kindness that can have bigger results than you expect. My name is Stefan and I'm your host for today. By bit. And later on, a guest will join us, and at the end of the show, we have something special. But first, we take a look to see what consequences your daily choices could have. We are joined by a lovely audience who I would like to ask to watch the following video with me. Within this video, the main character has to be on time for his exam, but comes across different choices he has to make. Let's take a look. So I assume he's going to school immediately. Walking downstairs. And he's going with his car. That will save him time. He sees a person who probably needs help. So he decides to help him or drive off. He helps him. Very kind of him. Going to pick up some stuff.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Now he's going to his classroom, ready for his exam. But it seems locked. So should he panic or search for the right room?
You're the one from before. The exam room has changed to the lecture hall. Good luck.
It seems that the exam room has changed, so now we know where he should go. But I guess he first has to go to the toilet. There's a waiting line. Is he going to make it on time?
I'm never going to make it in time.
So there's a woman who also doesn't make it in time. And there are two options. The first one is let her go first, and the other one is stay in line. And I'm joined here in the audience, which I'm going to ask you the opinion or what the main character should do. So, hi Tom.
Hello.
What would you do? Would you stay in line or would you let her go first?
I like to think of myself as a bit of a gentleman, so I think I'd let her go first.
You want to help him?
Absolutely, yeah.
And that's very kind of you. So why would you make that choice?
Like I say, I think I'm a bit of a gentleman, so it's always nice if someone's in need to let them go first, I think. Would we agree?
Do you agree?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, well, let's see what happens with the main character if we let her go first. So we let her go first. That takes some time. Now he's going to his exam room, which seems locked, so should he panic or go home because he has his exam? But the teacher helps him.
Oh, you're the one from the queue earlier. You know, I'll let you in as soon as you help me. Come on.
So now he's on time for his exam. As you can see, helping others will benefit you in the end run. So very good of you guys. Well done.
Thanks.
So as we saw in the video, you can see that small acts can result in big things. And we invited a guest who is able to tell us more about this. So welcome. Could you introduce yourself?
Hi, so I'm Laura and I'm Vice Chair of RAG. And so RAG is the fundraising arm of Subu. So we are all students, we run a committee and we work with local, national and international charities and we put on challenges like Machu Picchu, Kilimanjaro and Cycle Vietnam.
That's very good of you. So why did you start volunteering at RAG?
So I'm in my second year and my first year I volunteered with East African Playgrounds, which was a gorilla trek, and it was an absolute blast and it completely changed me and like the views of the world. So I went from that and I went on to be vice chair now.
That's very good of you. So I heard you won like 5 prizes. Could you tell us more about that?
in the Subaru Activity Awards, we won Best Leadership Team of 2015-16. I personally won Charitable Volunteer of the Year, that was nominated by East African Playgrounds. We won Event of the Year, and we won Most Outstanding Contribution to RAG as well.
So you won the Event of the Year. You're
Yeah.
organising events. Could you tell us more about the events you're organising?
Yeah, so the event that won Event of the Year was the Big Gift Wrap. This was a sponsored event, and it was a student-run placement project. And we had toys donated from us to us for Bernard's children. And we had to get over 300 people in one room, and they had to wrap presents in 5 minutes, and then those presents were donated to the homeless children in Bournemouth.
Oh, that's very kind. I also heard you had an event like skydiving.
Yeah, so a couple of weeks ago we had an event, Skydive, which was really cool. It's for a local charity, Diverse Abilities.
Shall we take a look at the skydiving, because a lot happened there?
Yes, it did, yeah.
Okay, so now of course a lot happened during the skydiving, and that's we want to share a small video with you. Let's take a look at the skydiving event and see how that went. So the skydive event was last week, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's pretty big for a charity event. Could you tell us why?
Yeah, so being RAG, we're in the Student Union, and students love to skydive. And because we're doing it through a charity and through a sponsored company, we can do it cheaper than if you were to do it outside. So, and it's so popular. Like, I know personally, I would love to skydive, but I'm more of a scuba diver. But, loads of people love scuba diving, and it's so popular, and it's such a good fundraiser as well, because that's the main goal, is fundraising the most money we can.
So did it create also a lot of buzz, because of course we have the video?
Yeah, definitely. We had articles done of it, and it's known throughout Bournemouth anyway, because it's a long-standing challenge. So all the residents of Bournemouth know about it. So, and also because it's a local charity that's specifically in Bournemouth, there's only run by 8 people. So it's very sort of in the heart of Bournemouth.
So you were also at the skydiving event, or weren't you?
No, I didn't go. Another coordinator went. So Emily King is our community events coordinator. So she runs all the local events, and she did it herself actually, which was really cool.
Would you dare yourself to do the skydiving?
Oh, yes, I would love to.
Yeah?
Absolutely love to. Yeah.
I would be pretty scared by doing the skydiving. So we are coming back to this later, but first I want to show you something else. Of course, there are also a lot of other people who volunteer or do small acts of kindness. And one example is the Salvation Army in Bournemouth. The last couple of days, our crew visited this organization and saw their acts of kindness on a daily basis. We met and spoke with all kinds of the people, and we like to share their story with you.
The motto is heart to God, hand to man, and that's the way all Salvation Armies now still run.
The Salvation Army was founded in the 1800s by Mr. William Booth. Today his vision has spread internationally across over 100 countries.
Okay, so I guess answer what you can, and then we'll pick up and maybe.
Last week I went to meet Debbie, the Centre Director of the Winton Salvation Army. She told me that this very location was founded 130 years ago and it's still going strong.
We have a main church, which is the worship, but we want to actually put our faith into action. Obviously, by having the centre now, we've got the kitchen facilities, we've got the restaurant facilities, and we've obviously opened it up into a lot more work and branched out when we see a need.
Since the Salvation Army is a non-profit organization, their main source of income is a charity shop and a restaurant where people can have regular meals.
And that's what we survive on, is both those two avenues of the selling of the furniture and the clothes and any donations. And because some people come and see what work we do, then we have been left some really nice sums with people leaving it in their wills, which makes all the difference. I think people can see that there are real community spirit here, real needs being met.
It's a good time to get acquainted, it's a good thing to know who is sitting close beside you and to smile and say hello.
There are always needs that the government doesn't provide, so we see what's needed in the community. And in this area, obviously, we do some kind of social work and community work that Winton needs.
So Winton Salvation Army conducts many activities, from bathing the elderly and organizing social events, to debt counseling and parenting aid. They even research what is needed to be done in their community and respond accordingly. However, they also help out in more unexpected ways.
We have a catering vehicle, our red bus. We use it two ways. It's an emergency catering vehicle, and if there's a bomb scare or a big fire and the firemen and the police need feeding, then we would take that red bus and provide bacon sandwiches and cups and tea to keep the workers going. And we use our red bus to go and feed the homeless. We use it on a Monday night, and Boscombe Salvation Army use it on a Friday night. So every week, twice a week, the about 90 people in Bournemouth are being fed a whole meal.
Unfortunately, people sometimes misuse the kind services the organization provides. One of the homeless men the food truck is a big deal to is T. He's an ex-army sniper and the father of two.
A lot of people that come here, they're taking advantage rather than using it for the service and being grateful. The amount of people, for example, I hear complain about the food. If you're genuinely hungry and you're genuinely homeless, you're just grateful for something hot. They make it easy for other people to take advantage of them. So they're sort of in a catch-22 situation, you know, they can't win no matter what they do.
Still, the Salvation Army keeps their mission going. The food truck means too much to the homeless community in Bournemouth.
Those guys, every one of them is a volunteer, and they're superb. They are superb people. Like I said, they put up with us when we're drunk, when we're misbehaving, whatever, and yet they still, with a smile on their face, give you something to eat. You can't knock them. You cannot knock them. In fact, I'd argue with anyone that says they can.
The Place Next Door Community Centre at Winton Salvation Army is really important to an awful lot of people. The occasional times we have to shut, bank holidays, or occasionally we haven't got the staff, then people really miss it and they're really disappointed if they come and find it shut.
So, as we saw in the video, people at the Salvation Army are doing all kinds of different acts of kindness. And I'm wondering, does REC do any similar things like the Salvation Army does?
Yeah, so Salvation Army in Bournemouth's massive, but we don't do any events partnered with them, but it's something we can look into. But we do a lot of local stuff, like Leggett, Lost, Skydive, and all that sort of thing. It's very local.
So what do you think of the Salvation Army?
I think they're great. Personally, I don't know much about them, but the impression I've got and the reputation that they've got, I think they do a great job.
Okay, cool. So I was wondering, while doing good deeds, you help others, but do you ever get thanked or recognized for your help you offer?
Well, yeah, we have a fantastic manager who always offers us, support and praise. Then we have the activity awards, which I've mentioned, and then mainly it's the students engaging in the community breaking the stereotype of residents and students in a place like Bournemouth and fundraising money for such amazing causes. That's the three main things.
They will also motivate you, of course, by doing it.
Yeah.
So do you believe that small acts of kindness actually have big results?
Yeah, I agree with that. We actually do random kindness act days. So we have stickers that go around and you get given a sticker and you've got 2 hours to pass the sticker on and do something kind to that person.
And how do people react on that?
People that have been here for a while understand and do it, and they find it fun. They find it really good fun, and it always broadens out into the community, which is really nice because, yet again, it breaks that student residence stigma that's massive in Bournemouth.
Okay, that's very, very, very kind of you. So now I want to introduce you to our field reporter Joppe, who we sent onto the streets of Bournemouth earlier this week. He interviewed the British community and out of the blue started giving them compliments. Shall we take a look at how people reacted on this?
Oh yeah, definitely.
So let's do it.
Today, we are in the city of Bournemouth, and we are going to see how people react to my compliments. Stay tuned. Okay, so as I just met you and I heard you playing your music and I see your vibe, you look like a proper rock star.
Maybe I should have been. Maybe I missed my vocation, but...
That's also why you can wear such a nice outfit with a white shirt, a cropped top. That's much better, right?
Yeah, no, it's a lot nicer, yeah, definitely.
You know, I just met you guys, you know, but I wish you could be my grandparents, you know? You guys seem quite nice. I have to say something, though. Like, you have guts to dye your hair like that. I really like it. It's quite nice. Now, after you removed your sunglasses, I noticed that you have really beautiful eyes. You shouldn't take those off, put those on again.
What, the sunglasses?
Yeah, the thing you put on your glasses. You shouldn't put those on again. You should not, because you have really beautiful eyes. There we go. You know what? You really look like Billy Joe Armstrong.
Yeah, what a wonderful world, yeah. Yeah, it was a brilliant bloke, Louis Armstrong. Brilliant. Yeah, that fantastic bloke. Oh, yeah, it's good.
It took a while, but I think we made Bournemouth a happier place today. But hey, no biggie. You have beautiful eyes. You want to go out sometime? You do. You don't. I also really like your tail. You know, it's very fluffy. Yeah. All right. You know what? I'll hit you up sometime.
So those were some surprised reactions, but in the end, who doesn't like to hear nice things about themselves? I think we all appreciate receiving kindness, but what goes around comes around. And especially to those that do so on a daily basis and put aside their own interests to help others. And that's where we come in, because Laura, I'd love having you on the show and having the interview. But we also really want to thank you for everything you do, and we hope you inspire others. It means a lot for us that there are people like you, and therefore we have a small gift for you. So, we, of course, have some lovely chocolate.
Oh, thank you very much.
And we also have a compliment ball.
Oh, great.
And you can grab one and try to read one if you want.
Okay.
You can share that with your colleagues.
Okay. I appreciate you.
Oh, I appreciate you as well. So kind. So thank you for having you on the show.
Yes.
Loved it.
Yeah. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and I hope you inspired others. I also want to thank the guests who are here and the audience for being here. I would like to thank you at home for watching, and remember that even the smallest good deed can change the world. One more thing, don't forget to give someone a compliment today, but I'm sure you will. Have a good one.